Lovely. So we're starting with the breath today. So standing with your feet hip distance apart, and we'll align the whole body. So push your weight into the outer heel, and then round the side of the foot into the ball of the big toe, and let your weight evenly distribute between the heel and the toe. And then roll the shoulders up, back and down, and tuck the tailbone under, and feel as if you're being lifted to the sky by the head. So a nice straight alignment. Relax the joints, relax the shoulders. Take a lovely big breath in. As you do, I want you to pull in your pelvic floor. So breathe in, lifting through the pelvic floor. Take the breath all the way to the top of the chest and hold it in, drawing in the belly button. Then as you exhale, I want you to pull your ribs inwards. So as you exhale, draw the ribs inwards. So you start to engage the muscles in the core. Lovely. As you relax, and then let go of the muscle toe. If you like, you can put your hands here. So spread your fingers. We did this a while back now. So inhale, nice big deep breath in. Begin to squeeze the pelvic floor. Draw the air right the way to the top and feel your ribs expand. And then exhale. As you exhale, draw that belly button inwards. Lovely, pulling your ribs inwards as you exhale, and you're feeling the muscles in your core, your tummy muscles start to engage, your pelvic floor lifted, relaxing in the body. So if you do that one more time, letting go of the tension to start with, then inhale, squeezing, pulling up the pelvic floor. Let's draw the air all the way to the top, expanding the ribs. And then as you exhale, draw that belly button in and the rib cage back, as if you're pulling the rib cage back away from the hands, and feel the tension all the way through your torso. Yeah, lovely. And then relax and drop the arms down. Take the arms up and over and cross them over the head. Inhale, and then exhale. Bend and soften the knees and swoop them low, cross them in front of the chest. You inhale up above the head, crossing, and exhale, dropping. Keep the back nice and straight. So you're just starting to warm up those ankles, big gastrocnemius muscle in the calf, and warming up the shoulders as well, the traps. Lovely. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And make sure you alternate as well. So alternate which hand goes in front as you do this. Lovely. And again, just a few more of these just to warm up the shoulders. Excellent. And make this the last one. Inhale, then exhale. Lovely. And drop the arms down by the shoulders, down by the sides of the body. Let's go up onto the toes. So come equally onto the toes. Make sure you pull up your pelvic floor as you do this, and stare at something that's not moving. Relaxing the shoulders. Feel the tension in the ankles and the calf as you do that. You might shake a little bit up and do in this position as you're onto the toes. Make sure the toes are spread. And when you come down through the toes, equally through the feet. So roll equally both sides through the feet. Try not to grip the floor with the toes and knees. Try to keep the toes open, pressing through the middle toe. Let's do that again. Come up onto the toes. So you're tensing through the legs, squeezing up in the pelvic floor again. Shoulders are relaxed, nice and tall. So just feel gentle tension in the legs. And then roll down through the feet, nice and equally through the feet. Lovely. And then lift the toes, just spread the toes as you lift the toes up, aligning that fascia in the arches of the feet. And this time we're going to come up again, but this time the arms are coming up as well. So breathe in, lift the arms, pulling up right out the waistline. And that big stretch focuses forwards. And as you exhale, we come all the way down equally through the feet. You drop the arms. As the arms drop, you start to roll back into the heels and lift the toes up. Just watch your balance on that. One more time. So inhale as you push through the feet, spreading the toes, engaging the core, pulling in that belly button, keeping sound and solid in the body. And then exhale really slowly as you roll all the way down the feet and drop the arms. Lift the toes. Lovely. And then rock back so the weight is evenly distributed between the heels and the toes. And we're doing a roll down now into ragdoll. So we're going to tuck the chin in. So you feel that pressure in the neck first. Feel that really stretch that just that head tuck gives you. And then start to roll the shoulders down. Visualize the vertebra in your spine is opening up through the back body. Let go of any tension, don't hold any stiffness. No tight knees or shoulders. And feel your back begin to open. You might feel your hamstrings pinching a little here, and if you do, then bend or turn at knees and feel it and get a little bit softer as you're just warming through the hamstrings and the glutes. Make sure the head's tucked in and your head points down to the floor. The crown of the head points down to the floor. You're holding no stiffness in your upper body. If your hands are right to the floor, you might want to hold on to the forearms and the elbows. And then straighten both legs, release the hands, bend the knees, tuck under the tailbone and begin to slowly roll up, bone by bone, as you lift all the way up. Lovely. Take a big breath in as you stretch and reach up tall. Soft breath out as you release the arms and the shoulders. We'll do that again, that roll down again. So tuck the chin in to lengthen the neck and feel already gone a little bit softer maybe in the neck, be stiff in the neck. And begin to roll through the vertebra, bone by bone, opening through the back, pulling in your stomach muscles. That does help with a forward bend if you pull in and tighten the stomach muscles. Holding the hands or the elbows and allow the weight to fall forwards now. So try to keep your legs stiff unless they're particularly stiff. And then just bring your body in a little bit close to the thighs. Tucking in the chin to lengthen through the back. And breathe. And soften the hands, bend the knees, tuck under the tailbone. And again, slowly rolling yourself up, bone by bone. You bring your body upright, you roll the shoulders backwards a few times. Well done. You might want to give your feet a little bit of a shake out. We're going to do a chair and then a rotation. And warm up your spine now, your waistline and your legs. So have your feet hip distance apart. Side to side with your hands between the feet. So as you no gaps in the body part of the feet as you hip distance. We're going to breathe in and bring your hands so that your hands come to the centre here, to the heart, towards the heart. And then just sink yourself down. So make sure, just double check, have a look at the knees. And make sure they're coming forward. You not need a little bow leg. If you are, then just readjust your toes out or in until your knees come forward. Be very mindful when you do this that you're not pressing on one side more than the other. So if you tend to have a weak knee, you'll find that the pressure's in the opposite leg and you'll start to build lots of tone in the one leg and you'll get weaker. So make sure that the weight is even between the both knees. Well done. Then inhale, as you exhale, we're going to take the arms away, shoulder height. Keep the knees fixed, don't let one waver more than the other. Just rotating the waist. So keeping the knees fixed as they are, they're not moving, just the upper body rotates and then turn the head, chin parallel to the floor, looking back at the arm behind you. So you're feeling that rotation, that stretching the shoulders and the waistline. Then inhale, draw the hands back towards the heart. So you're still in your chair posture. If you can hold that. If you need to, shake out if it's too intense. Take the arms out again, shoulder height. Inhale as you exhale. Let's rotate again the opposite direction this time, making sure that one knee doesn't jump more forwards than the other. And then have a check that those knees haven't moved. Rotating the back and having your chin parallel to the floor, looking behind you. Brilliant, and breathe. Inhale, come round to the centre, have your hands to the heart again, palms are together. Let's have the elbows facing outwards and push those palms together so you're engaging your chest muscles now. You feel the pecs tighten up. Now just to take your mind off it, you're going to come up onto one toe, so on one set of toes, pressing through the heel. Hold it there, breathing in, breathing out. Drop that foot down and then lift the other foot. Now that little soleus muscle, attached gastrocnemius muscle right at the bottom, of the calf. You probably feel a little bit of tension there when you do this. So let's lift up, so you're tensing and strengthening through the ankles. If it gets too much, shake out, get rid of the lactic acid, have a walk around, and then join again afterwards. So do what's right for your body. Pop that foot down and lift the opposite foot up. Breathing in, breathing out. You tense through the calf. Well done. And again. And this time we're going a little bit quicker. So we're going to pedal the legs in this little squat. So you can see the position of our body in this little squat here. So the back remains straight. It might be tilted forward a little, that's natural. But your back is straight. And you just little pedals with the legs. So you're doing one leg, then the other. You'll feel the tension in the ankles and the calf muscles, certainly in the quads for sure. Excellent. Last one. Drop the feet down and push up. Well done. Take a breath in as you reach up tall and a lovely big sigh out. Well done. Just give the knees a shake and the legs a shake. Ease Trish now, I reckon. Look. There you go. Hiya. Is it? Yeah, it is. Hi Trish, you alright? So we're just warming those legs up. Now we're going to have another bash, so we're going another little round of those before we've got some more work. But this time, lying down next, guys. You're okay, we're lying down next. So feet are hip distance apart again. Okay, so double check, pirate side again, in between the broadest part of the feet, so there are no gaps. Nice tall body, check those knees out, make sure they're coming forward, just good strengthening for the knees. Let's drop the knees down. Lovely. Take the hands by the heart. Breathe in, you should breathe out. Let's rotate, but keep the knees fixed forward. And then stretch the arms apart. But this time I want you to flex the wrists and push away with the heel of the hands. Turn the head, chin parallel to the floor and look behind you. It's a nice stretch for the shoulders, twist for the spine. Keep the body upright so your weight is still over the hips. And then draw the hands back to the heart. Bringing your hands right into the center. Inhale as you exhale, let's rotate the opposite direction, keeping a double check on those knees that they're not wandering. Push it away, flexing those wrists. Lovely. Push away so you can feel the stretch in the underarm here as you push the heel of the hand right away from you in that twist. Turn the head as well, chin parallel to the floor, looking behind you. Feel the strength in the knees and the quads when you do this. Inhale as you exhale, bring the hands back by the heart. Keep it here, elbows away, pushing and squeezing those hands so you're engaging the muscles in the chest, the pecs, and then lifting that right foot just for a few breaths. So just hold that just for a few breaths, and then drop the heel down. Let's lift the opposite heel up. You're still in that squat. Show you sideways action here, so you're still in the squat. And you're starting to feel, hopefully, that soleus muscle right at the ankle. Let's do that again. Hold it up, breathing in, breathing out, you hold. Well done, keep squeezing, keep the hands squeezing together. Drop it down, opposite leg up, heel, and drop it down. That's one after the other. So little pedals, you're still in this little squatting motion here. You're tucking under your tailbone, so you've got a bit of strength going on here for the lower back. So the lower back shouldn't suffer on this. You're pressing those hands together, a lot going on here. You're pressing those hands together to really tighten up the chest. As you're pedaling the legs, you'll feel it in the quads. They'll start to get a little bit warmer now. Breathing in, breathing out. Remember, walk around, shake out if ever you need to at any point. You're doing well, guys. Breathing in, breathing out the whole time. Now what we're going to do is come up on both sets of toes. You stop there, let's push up onto both sets of toes and hold it there. Well done. Breathing in, breathing out the whole time. Push, push, push with the hands. Inhale now as you exhale, drop it down, straighten the legs. Big breath in as you reach up, big sigh. You let go of the toxins. Well done. Give the legs a rub. I love it, a little slap. That's it, get rid of that capacity. Do what you need to do with those quads. The quads are going to need a little stretch, I reckon, now. So get yourself on a flat bit of floor. holding onto the wall if you need to. So let's take the weight into the right leg, stroke around the left, bring it all the way up towards your arm, back to front. Actually, I'm holding the right leg on the left, so, but whatever leg, it doesn't matter, so we swap afterwards. Now, keep the knees together, don't let them splay apart here, and then pull that heel in towards the glute. You use one hand or two, or hold on to the wall, or chair, stable piece of furniture. Now, pull the knee backwards gently if you need that extra stretch, and push the hip forwards at the same time. That gives you a lovely glute quad stretch. Well done, and breathe. Just hold it just for a few seconds more. And then let it go, give it a nice shake. Transfer the weight onto the other leg. Stroke around the thigh. Holding onto the foot, one hand or two, doesn't really matter. Just make sure that the knee doesn't come out, okay? You stick the knees together, the glute together. Pull that heel in towards the glute. And then when you've softened off, begin to push the knee back and the hips forwards. Keep the body upright there, don't tilt. And breathe, don't hold your breath. And feel that lovely stretch. You should feel really nice after what we just did. Excellent. And relax, release. Give it a nice shake out. Going to just stretch the quads a little here now as well. You're going to step back just a little bit, so just one step back. Weight is over the hips, and simply sit yourself down as if you're sitting on a stool, and you'll feel the back of the leg now. So you should feel the calf muscle and that little soleus muscle at the bottom of the ankle. Feel that stretching out now. You should just sink down in this little step and breathe. Make sure you're bending both knees. Bending both knees. That's it. And then push yourself up. Step forwards and back with the other foot now. Same movement over the hips. Push down. Bending both knees to feel it into the ankle and the calf. Well done. Okay, so ready. Inhale, exhale, push up. Give the ankles a little shake if you need to. We're coming down onto the floor now. If you need any help with cushions or blocks or anything really, yeah, blanket, whatever you need, use it. Okay, down here. Let's see a little bit better. Now, you don't need it just yet, but you will need your belts to hand at some point, and you'll need your block or cushion as well. So any of those, Trish, you went in when I mentioned it, but block and belt, maybe or tie or whatever you need. Brilliant. Okay, as long as you've got them to hand, don't need them just yet, but you will be. You will be. See what you're doing. We're going to lie down in the bridge. Okay, so feet to the floor. Let's roll down Pilates style. Lovely, all the way down to the floor using your core strength. And you're going to walk your feet in towards your buttocks, knees are hip distance apart. Going to stretch and soften the spine to start with. You're going to do the holding part. So rather than go back and down, down, up, down, which you're going to hold. So we're going to tip the tailbone up first of all, pressing the lower back into the floor, squeezing that pelvic floor and starting to engage the glutes a little. And we'll pause there just for a breath or two. And then we'll roll up a little bit higher. So you're lifting that lower back up off the floor now, beginning to engage some muscles in your stomach, but also a little bit more in the glute and the hamstring. Now, pushing through the heels, if you need to walk in a little bit more, do so, but your shins need to be vertical. Keeping your toes fixed to the floor, we're going just underneath the shoulders now and holding it there. Then inhale as you exhale, we're going to lift a little bit higher until we are on the shoulders. You're lifting up into the hips. If it's too much for anybody at any point, roll yourself down a little bit lower. Okay. What you're going to do is you're going to lift your toes off the floor. So you're just on the heels. Just lift the toes. Now you should be squeezing into the glutes in the back of the hamstrings because they're the supporting muscles for the bridge. You need to be engaging those muscles as well as obviously your pelvic floor and your inner core. Now inhale, as you exhale, you're dropping your toes down, and then you're coming up onto the toes, lifting the heels up. So you'll feel a nice stretch through the front of the feet, and you'll feel that you're engaging even more in the glutes and the hamstrings. Breathe in, breathe out as you hold that just for a few breaths. Then begin to lower the feet down and come up onto the toes again. Lift the toes, push through the heels. You'll feel round the knees now, so the lower part of the quad. You're going to feel those muscles really, really tighten. Engage in the pelvic floor, don't neglect the pelvic floor. You're using it in a full strength here as well as the glutes. Drop the toes down, spread the toes and come up onto the heels again. Well done. Breathe, don't hold your breath. And slowly lower it down and pull up with the toes. Excellent, you're doing well here, guys. Okay, so you're going to pop your toes to the floor, both toes to the floor, so your feet are flat again. And then you're going to, this is going to work the brain there as well. You're going to lift your right heel and your left toes. Right heel, left toes. So your feet are on the floor, right heel, left toes. And then you're taking the feet to the floor, lifting the left heel and the right toes. Lovely. Now we're going to continue with that a little bit quicker now. So continue with that like a little bit of a walking action while you're in bridge, if that makes sense. So heel, toe, or toe, heel. It's very confusing for the brain, this. So it's giving your brain a workout as well as your body. Breathing in, breathing out. If you've walked, if you managed to, like me, I've just managed to make ground somehow. I don't know how to do that, but if you have, walk your feet back into this comfortable. But you'll feel the calf muscles working, can't you, when you do this, yeah? And the glutes, back of the hamstrings, that will really feel those muscles working here. So use your breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Well done. Last one. Place the feet on the floor and roll down, bone by bone, really separating the vertebra on that roll down. Let's bring the knees in, so get the glutes, let them have a lovely stretch out as you bring those knees in and just circle the back into the floor. Lovely. Lift your legs in the air, so you just get a release from the back of the knees and the hamstrings, and then just gently pull the toes towards you so you're stretching through the calf. Now, if you do need to use your belt here to hold your feet steady, you can do. So if you find it more, if you find it a little bit easier, then use your belt. Okay. Yeah. And don't forget to breathe. Things are good. What we do next? Okay. I bend your knees again. Lovely. Place the feet on the floor. We're going back into bridge. I haven't quite finished yet. Now, this is a one-legged bridge. If this gets too intense for you, then don't do it. Just do the bridge and just roll in and out the bridge. So if the softer version is required, all you're going to be doing is rolling up and rolling down. This is your go-to if the next movement that we're doing is a bit too intense. See how you go. So we're going to roll up, just do one sweep this time. So you can peel an orange, going to roll your coccyx off the floor and then let the rest of the vertebrae follow. So as you're up into your bridge, reposition your feet so your shins are vertical again, you're doing well. And remember, always engage in the glutes in this movement, particularly this one. Weight is on the left leg now, and the right leg is lifting. We have it parallel to the other thigh. Okay, so not lifting all the way up yet. Now keep squeezing through this glute, the left cheek, and then take the leg up towards the ceiling. Then take it halfway down, level with the thigh. Then up and down, and you'll feel that you really do need to contract your abdominals to pull that leg up. Then up and halfway down, up, halfway down. Keep lifted if you can. Up, halfway down. Let's do two more. Up, halfway down. Last one. Up, halfway down. Bend the knee, roll down through the spine. Just have a release. So you're just stretching gently into the glutes. It stops it cramping up. You stretch it out. Have you cramped up already, Gary? Yeah, stretch it out if you're cramping up. And don't wait for me to stop. Don't suffer cramp, whatever you do. So feet to the floor. Okay, are we ready for our bridge again? So breathing in, as you breathe out, let's squeeze the pelvic floor, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the back of the hamstrings. You lift and push the hips up to the ceiling. Transfer the weight now into the right leg. Lift the left leg out so it's halfway up in line with the other thigh. Then take it to the ceiling and down. Remember, if this is too tough, take yourself lower down, okay? Don't go all the way up onto the shoulders. Just always go halfway down if you like. It makes it a bit easier for you. But squeeze into that right glute. Really feel the engagement of the core as you draw the leg in. Breathing in, breathing out. Keep the leg extended up, halfway down. Up, halfway down. Up, halfway down. Two more here, guys. Up, halfway down. Last one. Up and halfway down. Drop the foot to the floor. Roll through the spine. Pay particular attention to the lower back. Draw the knees in and just soften as you massage your back into the floor. Excellent. Well done, guys. Lovely. And then take the feet down to the floor. I'm quite finished your bridge. Almost there, though. It's almost there. So we're going to push up all the way up into your bridge. But this time you're going to walk your shoulders underneath you and take your hands and interlock the fingers. So as you're lifted, your chest is open and a little bit more lifted than you were in your previous bridge. Again, if it's too much, go lower down. Okay, don't need to do this. Don't have to. So let's see if we can hold that one-legged posture there, one-legged bridge. I want you to squeeze that left cheek, the left glute. Squeeze your inner core and lift your right leg up towards the ceiling. Then flex the foot so the toes come towards you. And feel as if you're pushing your heel up towards the ceiling there. So as if you're thumping the ceiling. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And drop that leg down. If you can, keep yourself lifted. If you can't, you need a break, have a break. Then transfer the weight, engage the glutes on the right side this time. Flex the left foot towards you, use that left leg. And let's imagine we're thumping the ceiling. And as you lift and squeeze, tiny thumping. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the leg down. Release the hands, rolling through the spine, bone by bone. Let's lift those knees again one more time and have a lovely little rock the back, squeezing back into the floor. As you circle the hips one way and then the other. Brilliant. You're doing well, guys. Doing well. Placing your feet on the floor now. Excellent. And taking your hands behind your head. So with gentle support, but remember you need to keep your chin right away from your chest, so you're not hurting the neck at all. All you're doing is lightly supporting with the hands. Keep the elbows nice and wide and the feet planted hip distance. Pushing your lower back into the floor, so you're already engaging the core muscles and pulling up that pelvic floor. And we're just going to sit up Pilates style. So you're just going to hold it. You're not going to sit up. You're going to hold it there. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Feel the tension drawing in the belly. Inhale, exhale, keeping that lovely gap between the chin and the chest. Make sure the elbows are wrapped around the head, but the elbows are nice and wide. And you're supported obviously by your core. Good, well done. And breathe. And then roll down ever so slowly, roll yourself down. Let's do that again. Engage the pelvic floor, squeeze the belly button right towards the back of the spine as you lift and feel your tummy muscles really contract. Just warming up those tummy muscles now. Breathe and hold your breath. Just hold it, hold it, hold it. For another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Roll it down. One more. So rolling it up. See if you can lift a little bit higher, taking those shoulders all the way up. Really tense. If you go up a little bit higher still, doing well. Good. Hold it there. Hold it, hold it. I should really feel some tension going on now. Keeping the chin away from the chest, the elbows wide. Going up a little bit further if you can. You tend to drop a little. Good. Hold it there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and roll it down. Well done, guys. Stretch the body now, so stretch long along the floor. Holding on to your right wrist and pull the arms above the head and point the toes and really feel the belly stretching and the thighs stretching out. And then hold the left wrist and do the same with the left. Pulling the left wrist all the way up above the head. Lovely. And then bring the arms back to the sides of the body and place the feet on the floor with the arms nice and wide. Then just keep the knees together and the feet together now. And take the knees over to the left side, turn the head to the right. And just feel a gentle softening through the hips and the outer thigh. Good. And then bring the knees to the centre using your core strength and roll the knees over to the right side, turn the head to the left. Good. And breathe and hold your breath. Well done. And then bring the body to the centre. Take your block now. So take your block or your cushion, pop it in between the knees. In between the knees. So you're just one block apart with the feet. If you've got two blocks, you might want to put one in between your feet and one in between the knees. You can do that if you like. Now, I'll give you the choice. If you've had enough of bridge, you can stay just in this lying down position. If you want to add to it, you're going to come up in bridge, but with wide arms. So your arms are going to shoulder height. You're walking those feet in. You're pressing through the heels, squeeze the glutes, and bring yourself up into bridge. Now, you don't have to do that. You've had enough, your body's had enough bridge. Stay with nice flat back on the floor. Now, you're going to squeeze the block as hard as you can. So you feel the inner thighs, the abdominals really tightening up here. And hold it there. Don't hold your breath, still breathing, but you're holding the squeeze as hard as you can. So you're starting to firm up through the outer thighs here, so the soft tissue part of the hips, also in the inner thighs. And your glutes. Well done. And then relax, but keep your height in the bridge. So let's push up a little bit higher with those if you can. Let's squeeze the block again as hard as you can. Hold on to the block as tight as you can with the knees, but keep the breath flowing. Using that out breath always. You inhale nice and deep in through the nose and out, nice out blast of air, out breath. Out through the mouth. Keep concentrating on squeezing, then relax and let it go. Release the glutes. Roll down to the floor just for a little bit of a light release. And then we roll up again. We roll all the way up again. You're using your core strength to do this. It's not making any problems for your back. Now we're going to squeeze and release. So squeeze, release. Squeeze, release. Really squeezing the block. Squeeze, release. Your hips should be up. Your glutes should be engaged. As you gently squeeze, release. Let's do 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it for 1. Hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release and roll it back down. Good job, guys. Ditch the block now, and again you might want to just bring the knees in just to stretch the glutes. Excellent. And I think it's now you need your tie. Yes. Now what we're going to do is have your belt or your tie. You're going to extend your right leg out, so right leg along the floor and pull the toes towards you. take your belt or your tie over the bridge of the foot. That's it. Lovely. So what you're going to do is engage this right leg now. So pull the toes towards you and pull up the knee, so you're engaging the leg. And what you're going to do is take your left arm out to the side of you to shoulder height, and then draw your left leg over the hip. So feel like you're taking it over the other leg, drawing it down. Now, if you tighten your pecs, you might be lifting the shoulder up like this. So try not to do that. That's why you've got the tie, so you hold the weight. So if your shoulder lifts up, bring your shoulder back down, and then just gradually let your leg drop towards the floor. And that might not happen if you really tighten your shoulder. You see how you go, but you've got the weight in the tie. So breathing in, breathing out. Head looks towards the opposite arm if you can, feeling that full rotation. You can drop your foot onto some cushions if you want, or sofa or chair if it's really intense, even holding it with the belt. Excellent. And then engage the core muscles as you draw that leg right back to the ceiling. Take hold of the tie, and then gently pull the leg in towards you. So you're feeling the hamstring stretch, the glute stretch, back of the knee stretch now. Pointing the toe will stretch out the calf as well, so if you're particularly tight in the calf and the ankle, you might want that little stretch, extra stretch by pointing the toes. And then relax the foot, drop that leg down and release the belt from around the foot. Stretch out your left leg now, pull the toes towards you, push the knee into the floor, taking your belt or tie around the back, bottom of the foot, around the bridge of the foot, the right foot this time. So you might already feel that stretch now, back of the hamstring and the glute going on, depending on which. Sometimes you work harder on one leg than the other, on the weaker side, and you'll feel it more in that side. So taking your right hand out to shoulder height on the floor. Inhale as you exhale, we're going to draw that that right leg over to the side. So dropping all the way down, and it might drop to the floor, and you still got your shoulders on the floor, but it might not. So your shoulder might lift. Okay. If it does, then take your shoulder back down. Put your shoulders square on the floor, and you can drop your foot down onto something supported if you need to, or just hold it with a tie, whatever's good for you. Feel that massive stretch in your glutes now, your glute mid, glute max, along your hamstring as well, HT, all high intensity all along this outer thigh here, down the side of the legs. So a lot going on here. Relieves the pressure from the lower back as well. Lovely for the hips. Breathing and breathing out. Turn your head if you like towards the right side as well. So you're rotating in the neck. Engage the core muscles and draw that leg all the way back again. And then keep the tie around the foot as you pull that foot in towards you. So you're feeling that extra stretch in the glutes and the hamstrings. Good job. Breathe. And again, you can point, flex the foot towards you. Particularly if you're tight in the calf, you might want that stretch. Well done. Then inhale as you exhale, let go of the tie, drop it down, drop the leg. Roll yourself over onto your tummy now. All the way over onto your tummy. And move there. Excellent. Okay, so you probably see yourself on the camera. I've got a good view of you, So what you're going to do now is you're going to just pop your hands on the floor, but have them like at right angles. So your elbows are tucked in, and if you look at my forearms, they're straight, they're vertical. Yeah, to keep them vertical, don't have them bent. And then drop your head on the floor, tuck the chin in. Inhale now, and then as you exhale, you push against the floor, lifting your head and just your chest off the floor. Okay. So you're not like this. You're not pushing all the way up because that would be painful for your back. What you're going to do is keep the head tucked in and just push again gravity against the floor. So you're keeping your back in a nice straight line. Excellent. And breathe and hold your breath. Now you'll feel the strength in the lower back when you do this. Excellent. Then start to tilt the head so you're just looking at the front edge of the mat. So no more than that. You're not straining the neck. I want you to relax the shoulders down away from the ears. Good. Breathe and hold your breath. Inhale now as you exhale, drop yourself down to the floor. Bring your arms forwards now. But pull them back forwards and then pull them back so that, yeah, not quite, your elbows aren't quite in line with the shoulders, they're just slightly forward from the shoulders. And then you're going to tuck your chin in again. Breathe in. As you breathe out, you're going to lift up, push against the floor and straighten the arms. So you're feeling it a little bit more, probably in your, not the lumbar, but more in the lower thoracic. That's the area you should be feeling it now in your back. Yeah. So you're strengthening that back. Now this is a weird movement. I practiced this earlier. It's a new one. So I want you to grip the floor with your fingertips. And then see if you can take the heel of the hands off the floor. So you're pressing down with the fingertips. Breathe and hold your breath. Feel those, can you feel the muscles in the back really strengthening here? Yeah, perfect, lovely. Inhale as you exhale, relax the heel of the hands down. So I had a little experiment earlier how to work your back muscles. And I thought, oh, that's a good one. We'll try them out on that one. So we'll do that again. Lift up. So get the heel of the hands up. Pressing down with the fingers. Keep the feet on the floor if you can. And make sure you're relaxing the shoulders. Well done. And then drop it down. Using your breath. I can see one or two of you using your breath. That's good. So breathe in through the nose. Big pull out through the mouth. Let's do that again. Lift the heel of the hands off the floor. Press those fingers to the floor. Breathing in. Breathing out. Hold it out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then roll the body down to the floor. Good job. Well done. Okay, so what you're going to do now, just take the hands behind you, interlock the fingers and pull them down and back towards the butt. Tuck the chin in and just relax the head down. Just to give you a release, really, more than anything before we continue. Then bring the hands back. This time they're underneath the shoulders. You're pushing your body weight up, so as you're lifting your chest off the floor. Now, this isn't good for you to do lower down, okay? Take your hands a bit more forward. I'm going to do a careful rotation on the knee, careful. Take the shoulders away from the ears, so you've got a nice long neck. And then turn the head and the shoulder, drop the shoulder and look towards the right side of the body. You feel that contraction in your obliques, quadratus laburnum, really tensing up there. And then carefully come round to the center. You need to do this slow and controlled. Inhale as you exhale. Let's drop the shoulder and look now towards the left side. So you're feeling the left side really contracting. Breathing in, breathing out. Good job. Let's bring it back to the center to that one more time. Keep the shoulders right away from the ears. Let's very slowly turn to look behind. And then come back to the center. One more time. Inhale as you exhale. Let's twist and look behind. And come back to the center. Well done. Inhale as you exhale. Take the hands, the body all the way down and take the hands back where they were. So just in by the ribs, so tucked in by the ribs, your elbows are back. You're going to lift your head and your chest off the floor and just look towards the edge of the mat like you did earlier on, so you're still feeling those muscles engaged. Then you're going to lift your right leg and flex the foot. The right leg, flex the foot. Now, if this is enough for you, stay here. But if you want to work a little bit harder, try to lift the quad off the floor. So you're engaging the glute, won't lift much, and you'll feel like you're pushing your heel towards the ceiling. You're still pressing your hands against the floor, so you're lifting that upper body. Well done, that's perfect. And then release, let it drop. Take the other foot, flex the foot. Inhale as you exhale, push up again. If you want to, you don't have to, remember. So you're feeling the strength in the back body now. Breathe in, breathe. The glute med muscle is really working overtime with this one. Well done. Inhale as you exhale, drop it down. Lovely. So this time we're going to still in this position. If you can still hold it, hold it. If you can't, then have a rest, have a break. And then we're going to lift straight leg this time. We're going to lift your right leg, straight leg. So you lift your right leg up off the floor. You're pressing against the floor still. You're feeling the strength in that lower back now. You'll feel this in the lumbar spine. If this is too much for you, take it down here. Okay? If it's too much. And then drop that leg. Inhale as you exhale, opposite leg. Lift from the hip. Straight up, that's it. Squeeze the back body. Squeeze into the glute and the hamstring, the lower back, really feeling that back body working hard. Well done. Breathing in, breathing out, dropping it down. Now you're going to push yourself all the way back into an extended chop. Your back is moving underneath that now. You're pushing back. That feels lovely now, doesn't it? Stretch the arms forward. Drop the head to the floor in your extended child posture. Well done. Breathe. Let's walk our hands around to the right side. So stretching out the quadratus lumbar muscles now and the obliques. You drop the body weight down, stretching, opening the ribs, the intercostals. Well done. And then walk the hands all the way to the centre and then round to the opposite side. And again, dropping the body weight down, opening the ribs. And then come back to the centre. Walk your hands all the way back. Roll the shoulders backwards. Well done. You do well there. And bring yourself onto your bottom again. So sit yourself down. Perfect. Is everybody all right so far? Yeah, you're good. Have a drink if you need to drink. Almost your relaxation, guys. Not yet though. Not yet. Okay, so what you're going to do now is you roll up, roll down. We love those, don't we? So very slowly done. Hands come forward. Now remember, when you roll up, roll down, you want to be stretching through that lower back, especially after doing all that back body stuff. So lift it tall out the body and push yourself forward. So you're stretching through the lower back as you do that. Then begin to tuck the tailbone under and gradually peel your back slowly down to the floor, engaging the core muscles. So I know you're all quite capable of doing your roll up, roll down now, but if it's any time you can't, then just do the roll down and push yourself up instead of going up. Take the arms overhead, have a nice big stretch. Breathe in, lift the arms forwards in front of the chest and tuck the chin in. Engage the muscles of the core. Try to keep your feet on the floor while you do that if you can. Roll forwards and push forwards. You're stretching through the lumbar spine. Good. Engage the core muscles and peel ourselves back down to the floor. Do it slowly. You're really engaging the core. Relax the shoulders, always relaxing the shoulders. Taking the arms up and overhead if you can. Breathe in as you breathe out, hands in front of the chest. Tuck the chin in, using your core strength to peel yourself up, keeping those feet on the floor if you can. Pushing forward, so you're stretching that lower back. Inhale as you exhale, you're relaxing the shoulders, you're tucking the tailbone under, you're squeezing the pelvic floor, and all of your core muscles and drawing up and over. Inhale, exhale, hands in front, tuck the chin in, let's pull up. Squeeze into that core as you drag yourself over the feet. And let's do some more. Let's see if we can do another 4 if we can. Yeah. If it gets too much, at any point, remember, just tuck yourself into a ball. Have yourself a stretch and a little break. So do what's right for your body. Lifting tall, so make sure you're lifting tall as you push forward. Always lifting that spine. A gentle stretch in the center. Breathing in, breathing out. But squeeze the pelvic floor. Don't ignore the pelvic floor. That needs to work hard. That muscle needs to work hard. Lifting the centre and then push forward over the legs. Nice, lovely stretch for the glutes and the hamstring there, as well as the back body. Inhale, exhale, hands forward, tuck in the chin, engage the core. You're doing well. So just one more left after this one. All down here. Excellent. To bring ourselves all the way up for the last time. Inhale as you exhale. Tucking the chin in, you're lifting up, keeping those feet down and lifting forwards. Drop the hands and bring yourself in a seated position. Open the legs nice and reasonably wide. You don't want to go too mad, but reasonably wide. Excellent. Lovely. And then take the arms out to shoulder height. Lift out tall out the body. Imagine someone's got your head and they're pulling you towards the ceiling. So the whole spine's lifted, your chin's parallel. You're going to rotate and twist now towards that left leg, and then take your right hand towards the left leg. The left arm is behind you, and then you turn to look at the left hand. And then inhale, bring it up to the centre. This is the soul. You're going to twist again, rotate, engage the core, drop the left hand towards the right leg, take the right hand behind you and you look at that right hand. Let's do that one more time each side. So lift it up, out of the body, breathe in. As you breathe out, let's rotate, tip forwards, right hand to left leg, and then bring yourself up to the centre. Inhale, lift. As you exhale, twist, and then take the left hand to the right leg. Not reach, then just anywhere on your leg's fine. Inhale, come to the centre. As you exhale, drop the arms and relax the shoulders. Give them a bit of a wiggle and take your legs back into the centre and give them a lovely shape. And now just realise the time. We can't do any more apart from relax, which is good. So you worked hard today, well done. Remember, if anything gets tight, always stretch it out, which it may be after tomorrow. It's usually 2 days later, you start to feel it in the body. So grab yourself a drink. You can put yourself some nice relaxing music on if you like as well. And we're going to now do a lovely relaxation, just a brief relaxation to help your body to renew and repair. Well done. Okay, so get yourself in a most comfortable position for your body. If you do suffer with any lower back issues, you might benefit from bending the knees. And maybe even put your hips on a cushion and tilting the hips as well if your back is particularly troublesome. So what we're going to do, if your knees are bent, you're going to squeeze your knees together and push your feet into the floor. But if your legs are nice and straight, you're going to squeeze your knees down into the mat and point your toes towards you. So you're feeling that tension in your legs. Lovely. And then you're going to make a fist with the hands, nice tight fist with the hands. Draw them a few inches off the mat. Lovely. And begin to tighten the arms. Push your ribs into the floor and pull the belly button towards the back of the spine. So you're feeling your body tense. Your chest and the front body is tense. And then begin to scrub your face really tight. Press your lips, scrub your eyes, frown your forehead. Tighten all the muscles in your face and all the muscles under your head as well, and your neck. So feel the whole body is rigid with tension. Then take a lovely giant breath in, and as you breathe out, just let go. Sigh out all of those toxins out of your body. Well done. Excellent. And then we're going to turn the head gently from the left to the right to take any stiffness away from the neck. And bring the head back to the centre. Lift the head gently off the floor and tuck the chin in so you lengthen through the back of the neck and let the head roll back onto the mat. Then make any adjustments that you need to make. So feel free to get yourself comfortable in any comfortable position for you. we'll become aware of the breath now. So what you want to do first of all is to just acknowledge what's going on in your mind at the moment. Are you already busy with conversations and stuff, having a chatter, having a monkey mind? Often happens in relaxation. So if you are that type of person that can't relax very much, just acknowledge, don't beat yourself up about it, acknowledge those thoughts and then just let them pass in their own time. They don't get too much credence, too much thought. Then become aware of the breathing. Feel and trace the breath. So breathe in through the nostrils and feel the cool air around the nostrils. Follow that air as it passes the back of the throat into the lungs. And then as you exhale, nice big sigh and let the body relax into the floor. And feel as if you're letting go, whether that's your thoughts or the tension in your body. We'll do that again. Let's fill the air now, right from the bottom of the lungs. So feel the hips even moving a little as you breathe in towards the hips. Feel the ribs really expand out now and fill the air right to the top of the chest without squeezing the shoulders. And then exhale, lovely big sigh as you let go. Feel the breath, the body begin to relax and soften. Just breathe easily now without being laboured. Just your normal rhythm and pattern of breath, but notice the air entering the body. And on every out breath, start to relax and release the body parts. Taking your focus down towards your feet and your ankles. On your next out breath, just release your feet and your ankles, relax your toes. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out on the next out breath, start to release your calf muscles, your shins and your knees. Take a breath again, and as you breathe out this time, focus on your thighs and begin to let go of any muscle tension in your thighs. Thighs worked hard today. Just relax those thighs, help them to repair and re-energize. Take a breath in again, and as you breathe out this time, you're relaxing into your pelvic girdle. Feel your glutes soften and feel your hips deepen into the mat. As you let go of any tension around your lower abs, the pelvic floor now is completely relaxed. Taking a breath in, and as you breathe out, focusing this time on your stomach and your ribs. On that out breath, soften your ribs and feel your back begin to press into the floor. Breathe in again, and as you breathe out, this time you focus on your shoulders. You begin to relax your shoulders deeply into the mat, softening them away from your ears. Focusing on your arms and your hands, your fingers, your thumbs. Breathing in, as you breathe out, feel your arms growing heavy to the mat. As you let go of any tension now in your upper body. Focus on your neck and your throat. Breathing in, as you breathe out, soften your neck and your throat. And begin to relax your jaw and your tongue, your mouth. Relax your ears, your nose and your cheeks. Feel your eyes begin to soften, grow heavy. Feel your brows soften. And breathe in again. As you breathe out, start to relax and release any tension. So from the muscles under your scalp, so your head becomes heavy and relaxed. On the next in-breath, imagine you're breathing into your spine. And as you breathe out, feel your spine soften and relax, and all of your back muscles begin to become heavy into the ground. Feel your whole body now is completely relaxed. Feel your body becoming renewed and re-energized. Start to follow the breath once more. Breathing in, softly breathing out. But this time visualize energy entering your body in the form of a bright light. Feel that energy going around your body, reaching all of your body parts, charging you up like a battery. Start to feel a little movement now as your breathing gets that little bit deeper. Gently wriggle your fingers and your toes. And stretch your body any way you feel your body needs to be stretched. Placing your feet on the floor and rocking your knees from one side to the other, taking any tension away from the hips and the lower back. Maybe drawing those knees in a little bit higher and just circling your back into the floor. A few circles one way and a few circles the other. And then rolling onto your side in a fetal position, supported by your hands and arms, and allowing the awareness to come back into your body and mind. Ready and only when you're ready, pushing yourself up into a seated position. Take the palms of the hands together and give them a lovely rub. Take them over the face and eyes and start to massage the hairline and the jawline. Give the neck and the shoulders a little squeeze to bring the blood pressure. And then take the arms out to the side. Take a nice big breath in as you swoop the arms up tall. As you breathe out, big exhale. Release those toxins. And again, inhale. Big sigh. Wonderful. And give yourself a lovely big clap. Well done, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed that.